guys, Striking on this everywhere. And today's video, we are going to be doing a ARK video where we're going to be looking at multiple duos and mashups to see who would win in a fight. You may have seen these before on YouTube, and now this is me and my friends' attempt at making one of these videos, and just we were really bored and wanted to experiment with some of the creatures in ARK. So, I want to say right here and now, before we even get to any of this thing important, a huge thank you to my friend vestedstorm 108. He put all the work into this. He spawned in one of the battles, which was huge. The rest of these weren't that big. Like, this one wasn't too difficult, though I still thank him crazily for it. And but one of them I thought was absolutely insane what he had to do, the amount of work he had to put into it. So, this first battle you're going to see is the monkey versus Compy. This is just something I want to see who would win. In these videos, I'm going to be telling you why I think one side won, or why one side won. And here I get attacked a bit, but I'm just going to run away. But as you can clearly see, the fight actually starts to commence. It takes a little bit to get the monkeys actually attack and the Compy's attack back. But once we do, it's pretty brutal. So give it a couple seconds, and there we go. So, the monkeys don't deal nearly as much damage as the Compys. As you can clearly see, the monkeys are hitting for about 2 damage per hit, whereas the Compys hit for about 6. So the Compys are clearly dealing way more damage than the monkeys are. However, the monkeys do have stun, which does help them out quite a bit. One of the things that I think makes the monkeys so powerful normally when you tame them is the fact that they can actually wear a helmet, which gives them armor. So you can give them like a riot helmet, which would make them absurdly hard to kill. So I think that's what really that would have gave the monkeys a benefit of the doubt. However, in this situation, we did not have them have helmets. We just had a bunch of tamed monkeys versus a bunch of Compys to see who would win. And in a strictly fight, 50 versus 50, 50 monkeys versus 50 Compys, the Compys do come out victorious towards the end. As you see here, the monkeys are getting a lot of damage, a lot of DPS in at certain points, but then the Compys just hit so much harder. They hit for 3 times the amount that the monkeys hitting them for on average, which is a lot. So even though the monkeys have their stun, and even though they're very agile and they can jump and deal damage, overall they're just not strong enough to take on such a huge amount of Compys. Another thing that's aided the Compys in this battle is the fact that the Compys have have that mate boost, which means they deal bonus damage more than they are. And the last monkey's gonna get killed now, and now they're all after me. But no, so the Compys have that mate boost, which is basically plus a certain amount, yada yada yada, and they can go to plus 8, which is 8 times their normal stats, which is insane when you think about it, and that's why I think have them win the monkey versus Compy battle. Next up, we're doing the Giga versus Turtles. More specifically, 1 Giga versus 101 Turtles. So as you can see here, I'm going to set my Giga to aggressive and watch the carnage. So we see here, Giga hits for about 1,000. The Turtles hit for only 48, but there's so many of them, they actually pushed me out of the way here. And so when we put this on pencil and paper, it was not as one-sided as it looked here, because we thought that the Turtles would be able to like swarm them a lot better, do a lot better. But what we failed to account for here, and believe it or not, the Turtles we thought would have won, but or would at least stood a better chance. But the Giga we failed to account for was the Giga's AOE. As you can clearly see here, this Giga is annihilating the Turtles. We did not account for his AOE. His AOE is just giving him a huge advantage over the Turtles, and because of that, he was able to completely annihilate them in a matter of seconds. And I feel that was the big thing that made the Giga win in this battle. It wasn't so much that his damage, it was just the fact that his AOE is so huge that when he attacked, he was able to hit more than 4 to 5 Turtles, which is what we thought. So he was able to completely decimate them in a matter of seconds. This is also a 225 Giga versus a bunch of 225 Turtles, just keep that in mind, whereas the monkeys and Compys were all low level under like 5. So as you can clearly see here, a Giga 225 can completely annihilate 100 Turtles. The leading factor to this would have to be its AoE. That's what gave it the heads up. If not, I feel that the Turtles would have had a much better chance, especially given the fact they have a lot of health. Next up is the Dragon versus the Broodmother. Now, as you can see here, I'm riding the Dragon, and my friend is going to get on the Broodmother in just a second, and we're going to see who would win in a fight. This is a rather long one, just given the fact that I didn't feel like dying. But I'm trying to flame him with the Dragon. the first thing I realized with the dragon is it has low stamina. When you're riding the dragon, it has tediously low stamina. We wanted to keep have us ride these so that we get their maximum damage out of it. And I tried the fire, but the fire doesn't affect the Broodmother at all. So it was a huge disadvantage on my part. So I backed up here a second just so I could regain stamina and get back at him. Now I try flaming him, but the fire does absolutely no damage at all, which sucked. So I just did what I normally did and nipped away at him. And as you can see here, the Broodmother has a lot higher DPS attack, which is her Acid Spit. The Acid Spit doesn't have that much range, but it does have a lot of damage to it. It deals 100, or not, it doesn't have a lot of damage per shot, but it deals 800 damage, or around 800, in a couple seconds at the dragon, which puts the dragon at a huge disadvantage, because that deals a lot of damage quick. And when you can spam it like the Broodmother is here, then it's really hard. As you can see, I'm trying to back away to give the dragon a bit of an advantage, because I can't use my fire. But it's no good. The Broodmother just deals way too much DPS, so I'm trying to back away, but I just find myself getting cornered, and I just keep nipping away at him. And the Broodmother also has a lot higher health regen than the dragon, which puts the dragon at another disadvantage compared to the Broodmother. And the Broodmother can spawn in minions where the dragon can't, even though he didn't do it in this. You can. He also tries to stun me somewhere in the video, but the dragon is immune to the Broodmother stun, or at least I didn't see it when I was a dragon. So, as you can see here, that's Acid Spit just completely wrecks the dragon's health. I dropped down to about half health, and he just keeps hitting me hard. I asked him what his health was at, I think right about here in the video, and he told me that he wasn't even phased, which means that I think it's safe to conclude that the Broodmother has a significantly stronger attack than the dragon. However, the dragon is actually easier to tame and can only is actually considered tameable by the game, whereas the Broodmother isn't. So, dragon is the most powerful tame in the game. However, the Broodmother just annihilates the dragon in terms of damage. I even fly here to try and prevent my death. Not gonna work. You can see that the dragon's AoE, while huge, doesn't give it a huge advantage for the simple fact that the Broodmother just deals so much damage. I even try flying around him and hitting him, but that Acid Spit just shreks my health. I don't know what to do, so I actually die here because I get hit by a couple more than I wanted to, and I'm gonna die relatively soon because the dragon, sadly, is not that powerful comparative to the Broodmother. As much as you think it would be, and as much as I want it to be, but it just isn't compared to the Broodmother, which I think is kind of sad. I feel like the dragon should be a little bit more powerful than this. He's so weak, actually, that we didn't even put him up against the Megapithecus, because he was just going to die instantly. We actually felt that the Broodmother was better suited for it, which will be in the next battle coming up. But as you can clearly see here, it's just a one-way battle. The Broodmother isn't even bloody yet. My dragon's nearly dead. I try to do a last resort by backing up and biting at him. It doesn't happen. It's not working, so it is pretty self-explanatory here that the Broodmother is significantly stronger than the dragon. I did not fly with the dragon, so the dragon's flying may give it an edge in the Broodmother. However, I feel that wouldn't. So, overall, I do feel that the dragon is weaker compared to the other two bosses, and you can just watch the ending here, which isn't going to be that much longer because I'm going to die really soon. So the Broodmother wins. Due to the last recording, we decided we were going to try King Kong or the Megapithecus versus the Broodmother. I wasn't able to ride the Broodmother here, which I think put it at a significant disadvantage because it couldn't deal as much damage. Just given the fact that I couldn't ride it, for whatever reason, it said I had to make a saddle, which I found was really weird. So we just did it like this, and I feel that even if I could ride it, I wouldn't be able to deal the DPS the Megapithecus does, because the Megapithecus just deals so much damage. He is a damage hoarder. His stone throw is through the roof. I feel like if this were a battle where he wasn't throwing these rocks, it would have been. I think the Broodmother would have had a better chance. However, the rock's DPS is just through the roof. Like, I'm talking 12,000 damage per second, not even. It's ridiculous, as you can clearly see here. It's hit every one of those rocks just for 3,375 damage, which isn't that much. However, when you can throw them as fast as the gorilla is here, it's pretty evident who is stronger. Top it off, the Megapithecus's damage is also higher. Just base melee is higher than the Broodmother overall, which puts the Broodmother at a disadvantage in both damage with its special ability and damage overall. Even the Acid Spit does nothing to the gorilla because its health regen is just so high. So at the end of the day, it's just that it feels like the Megapithecus is definitely the strongest of the bosses and the most to fear because of this rock attack. This is strong enough to where it can take out a gorilla in, a Giga in a couple hits. So just put that's just to put into perspective there. As you can clearly see, it just destroys the Broodmother. She dies in a couple hits here. So that's all for today's video. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. And again, huge thanks to vestedstorm 108. He helped with all this. He spawned in all these things. I was only here to record it. So big thanks to him. He did a lot of the work, especially on that Giga fight. He sat there, he had to tame all those Gigas, not the Gigas, all those turtles, and the Giga. It took him a while. He was there for an hour. He built this arena for us to fight in for future things. So I say huge thanks to him. Please, if you do see him online, just say thanks, and that's all. So without further ado, goodbye.